This is ABC 10 Mornings.
Another area ski resort is opening for business today. Boreal gets about 11 inches of snow this week, and now they get to fire up all of those snow machines and open up their chairlifts. We are going to be live this morning up in the high country. Good morning to you. It is Friday, November 6th. Thanks for being with us.
I figured you were going to say that's where I'm going to be right after the show today.
I am deciding not to go when it's a crazy crowd of people, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Wouldn't you think that's not, not a good idea?
Well, let us know what happens. We're all here, and thank you for tuning in bright and early. Melissa and Rob, weather and traffic on the 10th. Rob, good ski weekend?
This is going to be awesome. We've got a couple different options. If you want to head out of the area, Mammoth opened up yesterday. This is all good stuff. And remember, even if you don't care about skiing or snowboarding, when you see snow like this on the ground, this is snowpack, and when you get it started nice and early, this is really good for our water resources in the future. So very good news. Boreal looking good, snow guns fired up. That's a live look from a live updating webcam, and we're going to have somebody live later on this morning. All good news, folks. Sacramento, 44 degrees. We're kind of in a lull right now, so you're going to have today to get things done in dry weather. It's going to be nice and mild. Tomorrow's going to be fine. It's this weekend, late in the weekend, Sunday into Monday, when this low makes a dive from the north to the south, bringing cold air, rain, and snow back to the area. We're in the 40s this morning with calm conditions in Sacramento, a little bit of a breeze in Stockton, Modesto, and South Lake Tahoe. Mild temps today. The weekend storm kicks in Sunday into Monday with rain and snow coming back to the area. Melissa?
All right, let's start things off. Northbound 5 near Mount Diablo Avenue reports possibly of an overturned Big Rig. We'll be sending live drive to scope out the situation. Before you get there, 599 looking good, both south in the Central Valley and north from Elk Grove. All right, maybe you're catching some skiing. We're going to have to chain Dina down to the desk so she doesn't leave too soon. Conditions, if you're driving up there in that direction, looking good. One thing we have found as we switch things over here to our road weather index, a little bit of fog. And how you know that, this orange here being detected at the ground level. Interstate 80 at that turnoff on 89 to Squaw. A little bit of fog to get you started, but no chain requirements right now. Back to you.
All right, Melissa, thank you. We are following news for you across the country, and new this morning, U.S. and international airports are expected to announce that they will step up airport security. That includes more baggage screenings at major U.S. airports and stricter security at foreign airports with direct flights here to the United States. This all comes after reports that terrorists were likely responsible for placing a bomb on a Russian plane. That plane crashed Saturday in Egypt's Sinai Peninsula. About 224 people were on board and all were killed. ISIS is taking responsibility for the crash, but that has not yet been proven. ABC's Brian Ross will have more on this investigation later on GMA. Also this morning, 6 people were killed in a charter bus crash in North Little Rock, Arkansas. These are tweets showing there the scene from our affiliate in Little Rock this morning. No word yet on how many others were injured, but the bus was reportedly carrying migrant workers. It happened shortly after strong storms passed through that area.
Also happening today, a man accused of stabbing hometown hero Spencer Stone, due in court for arraignment. 28-year-old James Tran has been charged with attempted murder. This happened about a month ago during a fight outside a Midtown Sacramento nightclub. Local police say more charges are possible for Tran. He's being held on $2 million bail. And the Woodland mom accused in the death of her infant son will stand trial. Samantha Green faces charges related to murder and child endangerment. Justice Reese, her son, was found in a slough outside Knights Landing in February. Green's arraignment is set for November 20th.
Around the state now, and officials are spending $1 million to protect a nearby century-old dam in Amador County. Back in June, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers found that dam above the town of Jackson was unstable. They fear that it could collapse in a big rainstorm.
Our state's ambitious high-speed rail project appears to be losing steam. Opponents are accusing the High-Speed Rail Authority of hiding higher costs. A Los Angeles Times article contends the project is not doable. They're estimating the cost at $8 billion above projections. The state says the $68 billion cost remains on track, although it may not be ready and rolling down the rails until 2022.
House Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi is now in China with 6 other Congress members. Pelosi is leading the group that will focus on national security, economics, climate change, and human rights. She last traveled over to China back in 2009. Amy?
Taking a look at what is trending today. Dog lovers, listen up. Here's the question. Did you know there's a reason dogs tilt their heads when you speak to them? You know, they go like this.
You know that motion they do? Experts say when dogs turn their head sideways, they're trying to read your body language and your vocal cues. Scientists say dogs can actually pick up words they associate with playtime and meals. The head tilt may also have something to do with how the canine ear is built. It's the big question. We want to see your pets. Here's our tag board. Do you have cute dogs at home? Post them on our Facebook page, abc10.com. Look at all those cute dogs with their heads tilted. Oh, who's this? Who's this cutie?
Is that Squishy?
That's my dog, Squishy.
Look at those colors on her face.
She's so cute, but she always tilts her head, and it's so funny because this study really makes sense. She always tilts her head when I say her name, or if I say, "You want to eat?" she tilts her head. So that study really makes sense.
Wow.
I love that.
So cute.
She's a cutie. All right, scientists have discovered the best cheese for grilled cheese. It all has to do with the chemistry of the cheese. Did you know this? And the food's pH level. The lower the pH, the better the cheese will actually melt. The best cheese for that perfect melty sandwich is Gouda, Gruyere, Manchego, or mild cheddar. Did you guys know this? I know, Walt, you like a good grilled cheese.
I am shocked by mild cheddar.
Mild cheddar.
I mean, I like sharp cheddar or blue cheese. I mean, why would you want mild cheddar? That's just like yellow
It melts
cardboard.
better. I'm telling you, it melts better. It's better for the grilled cheese.
I'm not doubting your investigation. I'm just, you asked me. I mean, I was like,
I think this calls for a grilled cheese off.
cheese
And it
off.
sounds good
Wow. Well, let's do that at 9 a.m. We'll have a cheese off.
Let's do it.
Stop.
Yeah.
Amy, thank you.
All right.
Now we're all hungry. All right, straight ahead on ABC 10 Mornings, an iconic Roseville gathering place celebrates a milestone birthday this weekend.
We're going to take you to the Tower Theater, Roseville, next.
Plus, are you fast enough to beat a jumbo jet? We'll tell you more about this story next.
Your time, 4:39. The city of Sacramento is disputing our ABC 10 investigation into the city's drinking water. This week, we told you about a year-long test where the city changed the chemical used to remove impurities in drinking water. The city points out that it never violated annual EPA standards. ABC 10 never reported that it did, but we did raise questions about why the city did not warn residents when the city's own internal water testing showed higher levels of what are called disinfection byproducts, which according to the CDC are linked to cancer, birth defects, and miscarriages. We stand by the accuracy of our investigation.
And our reports, supporting documents, and the city's complete statement are all posted on our website, abc10.com. Many of you are weighing in on the city's response to our ABC 10 News investigation. Loretta thinks that a class action lawsuit should be in the works now, that the people of Sacramento should sue the city. Tricia thinks someone needs to be held responsible. And Rebecca also writes in saying, good for you, ABC 10. We want to thank you for your comments. We also want to hear more from you. You can type on our Facebook pages as well as our Twitter accounts. Just use the hashtag #Tell10. And of course, we will be looking for your comments right here on the air as well.
We do weather and traffic on the 10s. Many of us planning weekend activities, soccer, or just hanging out. How is it going to be, Mr. Ski?
If you want to get things done in clear weather, dry weather, you've got Saturday, Sunday. We're going to see more rain and more snow coming back to the area. So great day to watch football, great day to go skiing. Do whatever you want to do. You've got fine weather and varied weather all weekend long to get it done. Here's a couple ski options if you want to get up there and do that. We've got Mount Rose Ski Tahoe. They opened up earlier this week. The snow guns are blazing. We got a couple guys out there making sure everything's going fine. And then we've got Boreal snow guns blazing. They're opening up today. This is what it looks like going into the weekend. Today and tomorrow, fine weather, great classic fall weather. We're going to have cool temps in the morning in the 40s, some places in the 30s, and then we're going to top out somewhere in the mid 60s or so. So it's going to be a nice day today and tomorrow. Clear weather ahead of this guy. Big area of low pressure. Notice the nature of the clouds. This is really important and where this storm is originating. If it was forming out in the middle of the Pacific, tapping into really muggy, wet air down to the south, it'd be a warm storm. This is a cold storm. See the spotty nature of the clouds? That's a really healthy sign that this is cold air coming back to the area, and that means it's going to be rain and snow, not a warm storm. We're going to add to the snowpack. We've got another system coming in at the end of next week, and that one's cold as well. So where these storms are forming high up in the Gulf of Alaska, then diving down from the north to the south, This is really good for snow. You could see we're going to see some rain in this. By the way, Saturday's all clear. It's Sunday early in the morning. So this is pretty much going to be on and off rain all day on Sunday with some lingering into Monday. We're looking at changing conditions rapidly through the day on Sunday. So if you need to get things done, remember you have today and tomorrow. Sunday for Tahoe, we're looking at rain a little bit in the morning, but then it's going to quickly switch over to snow. Snow level averaging, remember, it changes through the course of the day, but snow level averaging right around 7,000 feet on Sunday. That means that's right around the pass level, and then it drops to 4,000 feet early Monday morning. We're looking at snow and maybe even thunderstorms in addition to all the action we're going to see for the Sierra on Monday. So it's going to be a busy couple of days on Sunday and Monday. And then we wait a couple more days, and we've got another storm in the pipeline Friday into Saturday of next week. Melissa?
Rob, my daughter said, ask Mr. Rob, she left me a note, if I'll be okay for my soccer game Sunday at 1:45.
A little bit of rain.
Okay, we'll be ready. She wanted a muddy soccer game, so good. I'll tell her Mr. Rob said so. We'll tell you what your commute or your traffic looks like. Headed towards the Sierra, maybe taking advantage of some of that skiing. Carry the chains with you if you're staying over the weekend. They are not needed this morning. Live picture right now of what it looks like on that turnoff to Squaw onto 89. You might encounter a little bit of patchy fog. That's the orange area. Accident-wise, westbound 50 near Bass Lake. Watch reports of a deer in the fast lane. Into Sacramento, good speeds, 599, 50, and 80. Northbound 5 at Mount Diablo, watching that problem. No problems in Stockton, Crosstown Freeway. And you know what? Our drive time's looking pretty good as well. Maybe TGIF light traffic. Back to you.
Wow, deer in the fast lane. Surely about to lose my mind.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
there'll be a song about
Wow.
that. All right, thank you.
I should have seen that coming.
Yeah, all right.
Boy,
Thank
talk about
you.
off the rails. All right, the stories we are following for you now this morning. Caught on camera, a police chase through Sacramento County. This video was shot on a smartphone, as you can see, on Thursday night. The chase, which reached speeds of about 100 miles per hour, ended in Elk Grove when 4 men ditched their car. One of those men, 21-year-old Israel Dino Sendozo, is wanted for the May 3rd homicide of James Watkins at the Piper Lounge. The other 3 men are detained. No injuries were reported. An update now on the state, as they have now postponed crab fishing season until a coastal algae bloom dies down. The algae is causing potentially fatal toxins in California crab meat. Warm water is to blame, and it's all being fueled by El Nino. Oregon and Washington officials say they have also been wrestling with a similar problem. It's just not as severe.
Adidas announcing it will provide financial help to schools that want to change their Redskins mascot. Calaveras High School, one of 4 California high schools forced by the legislature to change its use of the name by 2017. The principal, Philip Merrill, says changing the school's scoreboard and other items will cost about $70,000. Adidas isn't saying how much money will be available to help the schools.
And we know that the Washington Redskins have decided not to change their name.
So far, they're under a lot of heat. A lot of schools have. Stanford used to be the Indians. They're the Cardinal.
Yep.
Massachusetts used to be the Red Men. They're now the Minutemen. So schools have bent with the pressure. Yeah.
Yes. So we are following now the hashtag mascot change, and we're getting some mixed reviews online. Chad writes in, political correctness kills freedom. Brandon says, see ya, Adidas. Never really liked you anyway. We would love to see what you think. You can post now on our Facebook and Twitter accounts.
All right, to the life section now. The Roseville Tower Theater turned 75 years old on Saturday, and the city is planning a weekend party to celebrate, including showing the first film that ever debuted there. ABC 10's Haley Gunther has the details.
That's right, 75 years, a big birthday here in Roseville, celebrating this iconic landmark, and the entire community is encouraged to attend this weekend's celebration. Let's get to what's on tap coming up on Saturday. The doors open up at 10 a.m. There will be 3 different films. There will be a cartoon, there will be a newsreel, as well as the movie Too Many Girls. Tickets are $5. There are 180 seats, and it's really just a big party. We're told that there will be lots of different exhibits and a great opportunity for folks to relive history.
This landmark's so special because back in the 1940s, there really wasn't all that much entertainment here in Roseville, and it gave a place for people to come. Especially during World War II, a lot of people were nervous or trying to take their minds off of things, and so it allowed people to come, relax.
The theater typically has live performances. It's really more of a performing arts center and has been since the city took over in the 1990s. So this weekend really is a special treat. You can buy tickets at the door or on the Roseville City website. Reporting here from Roseville, Haley Gunther, ABC 10 News.
All right, Haley, thank you. Beautiful to see the tower still standing and to see how much history has been there.
It's just like the one up the street here on Broadway, almost identical.
That's where I had one of my first dates with my husband.
Really? Do you remember the movie?
No.
Oh, you don't?
No, I'm saying at Tower Cafe.
Oh, the cafe.
When you were mentioning the one on Broadway, not the one in Roseville.
Got
Gotcha.
it. All right. 4:47 to time, still ahead. Another California ski resort opening up today. We're going to take you live to Boreal, where snowmaking machines are in full effect. Next.
Your time right now is 4:50. Welcome back to ABC 10 Mornings.
This is a very exciting day for many skiers and snowboarders. Another ski resort up in the Tahoe area is going to be turning their chairs, and Haley Gunther is live at Boreal Mountain Resort. Good morning to you, Haley.
Dina, good morning. As soon as I got out of the live truck, it was definitely a shock to my system despite coming from Spokane, Washington. It is cold and we are getting a little bit of help out here. Those snowmaking machines in full effect. Mother Nature dropping off a little bit for these skiers as well. Looking really, really good on this first day. More information coming up at 5. Back to you.
All right, Haley, we want to see you jump right in the middle of that snowmaking. We want to see your head getting snow on it from that gun right there.
Yeah, quickly. I'm so jealous right now of Haley. I don't want to be there.
Get working on that, Haley. Don't let us down. All right, let's go to Rob now with the forecast. Rob, obviously very, very cold up there.
Yeah, it's cold. You could see it. That was one of those things where you just looked at the reporter, and even if you had the sound down, you knew what the story was.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, she's cold. Okay, this is the reason why we've got cold temps that have settled in the area. These were the highs for yesterday. 39, that was the high in Truckee yesterday, 46 South Lake Tahoe, and 60s in the valley. Here's something very interesting. I think with the next two systems, we have a chance to finally get above average for rainfall for once. It's been a long time since we've been able to do that. Let me break it down for you. Temperatures about on par with average. Forget about the record highs in the 80s. We're not going to go anywhere close to that for the next 10 days. Precip-wise, well, we're still down. October was dry. We reset the rain clock, so to speak, in October now. We used to do it in July. We do it in October now, so everything matches up with water resources and everything else. It's a long story, but the whole point of this is that we're still down. Let's say we max out the rain potential with this next system Sunday to Monday. Well, then we're close to average. And then the next one, by the end of next week, we have a chance to get above average for the first time in a long time. All good news. This is the next system. It's a nice cold one. It's still taking shape. It's going to really get its act together today and tomorrow and make a move through the area Sunday into Monday. So it's going to be a different kind of system in one major way. I think we're still looking at rain and snow, but probably not quite as much rain and quite as much snow, but still really significant for a number of different reasons. Again, mostly we're just waiting through the day on Saturday, so if you need to get things done on Saturday in dry weather, you've got all day. Early Sunday morning, that's when the rain starts to come in. And notice it's going to be an organized band at first, and then the rain potential still sticks around during the day on Monday, but it's a different kind of rain. It's going to be really spotty, but the potential for thunderstorms kicks in on Monday, and then that's pretty much it. This is super ballpark on this one. We're looking at a quarter to maybe half an inch on the east side of the valley. We're sort of right in the middle between a half an inch and maybe a little bit more than that in Sacramento and the foothills, and then Tahoe's going to be somewhere close to an inch. It kind of drops off there, but that's kind of misleading. I would say close to an inch of precip, but remember, most of that's snow, so we're looking at anywhere from 8 to maybe 10 inches of snow, maybe a foot of snow for the highest sections of the ski areas. All good news, folks. Rain and snow coming back to the area Sunday to Monday. If you are worried about traveling through the mountains, I would say pretty darn early in the day on Sunday, that rain is going to switch over to snow at the pass level and below. So if you need to travel and you want dry roads with no worries, do it on Saturday rather than Sunday, because that's when everything comes together. Melissa?
Right now, things are coming together when it comes to our commute. Good Friday to everybody. Happy Friday. Tracy Triangle, not too shabby. In Stockton, this is what it looks like. Interstate 5 at Benjamin Holt, so no problem. Smooth sailing into Sacramento. No issues, just reports of a ladder. That's my Boston accent coming out on Friday. A ladder in the road, eastbound 80 near Madison. Well, when you're on the road, have you ever driven drowsy? A lot of folks saying it is becoming a growing issue on the roads. Law enforcement agrees. That's the subject of today's Crowley's Corner. Many drivers report they have nodded off at the wheel at times, and it can be very dangerous as the reaction time obviously changes when they're tired. Recognizing how sleep deprived you are in general and what your daily Z should be could help curb some drowsiness before you hit the road. A national poll found the majority report sleeping 6 to 7 hours a night, but the National Sleep Foundation actually recommends for adults at least 7. Kids, even longer, at least 9 to 10 hours. Of course, little ones like Rob's, even more than that. And for most of us on the AM shift, it's a constant challenge. I find it's not tossing and turning that's an issue. It's actually getting the chance to get to bed in time when everyone, including my kids, are still up after dinner. Now, if you do have to travel, you know, sometimes you can't always put it off. Caffeine, a reminder, and of course, keeping that window down. They're just short-term fixes. We hope everyone keeps this in mind, especially if you're planning to leave early for the Thanksgiving travel. Know that there can be some dangerous issues associated with that.
I blast music really loud. That's why I crank it up, and it just keeps me awake. And I drive to work and I sing, and people look at me and they're like, "Wow."
That happens quite a bit. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Melissa.
You're welcome.
And let's check in with your consumer champion, Mark Thompson, with what he's got on the back burner.
Yeah, I'm with Amy too. I crank the music.
Get a nap in.
Exactly.
Get in a nap. Yeah.
Happy Friday, everyone, and we're 21 days out until Black Friday, so grab your calendars. I'm going to be having Black Friday deals all morning long. First one up, Ace Hardware offering deals from November 25th through the 29th. Things like Craftsman tools for just $4.99.
No way.
Deals from Pier 1. They start on Thanksgiving. They're offering 30% off of all of their Christmas stuff. I'll have more throughout the morning, guys.
Well, that's a great deal on the tools.
Yeah,
I don't really need any, but I just like wearing a tool belt with tools. Kind of works.
I use them every now and then.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay, well, the two of you together maybe can share some skills. All right, we have more of your money headlines now. Here are our friends over at ABC.
Good morning. Even before this morning's release of the October jobs report, a warning.
A good report could help the Federal Reserve decide whether to increase rates. That would make it more difficult to afford a house or a car. Stock futures mixed overnight.
Lines worthy of Black Friday at H&M stores around the world, all for a chance to buy affordable clothes and items from high-end designer Pierre Balmain.
I'm so glad I didn't know about this one ahead of time. Shoppers grabbed arms full, most of it already being resold on eBay at steep markups, and I've checked. They are steep markups.
Yeah, so much for it being affordable.
Christmas is coming around, though, my friend. Yeah. And tomorrow is Name Your Own Price Day at 7-Eleven.
You can get any flavor and any size Slurpee for whatever you want to pay for it. A penny or $100. Proceeds go to a Feeding America charity.
And that's America's money.
Slurpees imagine better jobs, and today he's hiring. The Calaveras County Jail in San Andreas is hiring a cook. A high school diploma or a GED equivalent and 1-year experience is required. To apply, you can visit calaverasgov.us and click on the employment tab.
All right, as we wrap up the 4:30 half hour, imagine strapping on a jetpack and racing a jumbo jet. Do you think you can do that? Well, these guys did. That's what 2 stuntmen did. This happened in Dubai. It was for an ad for an airline, and boy, let me tell you, it's getting a lot of attention. You can see it here. There's the jet. There they
wow. You're
there
kidding
they are.
me.
I'm not. They're trying to race. The goal was to race the jumbo jet. It already has several million views. They posted this on Wednesday.
Wow.
That's some next level stuff right
there.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Oh my gosh. I saw this video, I was shocked.
Wouldn't recommend just doing that, though.
No.
Probably had a lot of people behind that effort. We're back after a quick break.